Next question is from Sarah.
That's
I banged a Sarah.
Did you?
I did.
It wasn't this Sarah, was it?
It might be. You don't know. I don't know who the fuck that Sarah
I'm trying
was,
to think
honestly.
if I have, but we don't have that much time, folks.
Sarah wants to know what kind of movies you like. I know, Jerry, what kind of movies you like. What are you doing?
That's the pizzorn.
Oh, he knew the question was coming. He came prepared.
Is that your
folks.
cradle
Yeah.
porn?
Ghostbusters is in there.
Oh.
1 and 2.
Dude, did you prepare for this?
Starsky and Hutch.
Well, he's the one who knew.
I'm the one that took the fucking questions.
Wow. Like, I'm like, what do titles mean to you? Not much. Next.
Well, I forgot those.
But when DVDs come out,
Walk Hard. I don't know if you can see these on there.
Walk Hard,
How'd that get on there?
Dewey Cox,
What was that?
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
Stuck via semen?
The Foot Fist Way.
Jerry likes comedy.
Waiting.
Good one. Good one.
The Step Brothers. Don't hit the podium, you'll
Oh,
fuck
sorry.
Good
Yeah.
one.
Sorry if I fucked with your head.
The Blades of Glory.
Good one.
Okay.
A lot of
actually-
Will Ferrell.
I actually recommend this DVD for the commentary only.
Yeah, Step
Really?
Brothers.
Yes.
Because
I
it
It's
is-
the first ever all ad-libbed musical commentary.
It is music.
And
They
it's-
had the,
It's like 80% of the commentaries them making up songs.
They had the soundtrack music guy
The guy that
with
scored the
them
movie.
with a keyboard scoring their
They don't sing very well, mind you, but
It
it's
sounds
hilarious.
miserable.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. It's actually pretty fucking funny.
Are these
Yeah.
all directed by Judd Apatow?
Yeah.
Many of them. Judd Apatow, big fan.
Yeah.
Also.
I was- I was-
Ghostbusters 1 and 2.
Suck him off.
I like that movie because there's a guy named Egon in it.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
best
you
name
should
in
name your
history.
kid Egon.
Dodgeball.
That's just a classic.
Do I drink my own urine?
Semi-pro.
Oh, we can't forget Anchorman, which
I
is
don't think
the
she
case.
can do it.
A little inside. I
Super
know.
bad.
One of the best right there.
Finally, last but definitely not least, The Pineapple Express, the greatest movie.
What about
Ever
Anchorman?
made.
Why isn't Anchorman in that?
We couldn't find.
We
the
couldn't
case.
find the case. Anchorman, but this is way better than Pineapple
Yeah, this is
Express.
the best movie
Yeah,
ever made
I
by
like it.
humans ever on Earth.
What about Fisting Firemen?
The porno movies?
Yeah, don't you enjoy those movies as well?
Only the ones I make at home.
You fist fireman?
I do. I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is not a joke. Not the Fisting Firemen.
Jerry likes to legitimately fist firemen.
I do.
Just random firemen too.
And fire women. I don't discriminate between them. And the Dalmatian dogs.
Right.
Wow.
That's a whole other crime. Oh.
I was going to bring up the other subject, but it's not even going to be funny anymore. So that was from Sarah. Thank you, Sarah, for that question. Sorry you had to hear that last part.
I was going to say something before the whole home pornography issue came up, but I can't remember what it was.
What about
Because I smoked some weed before the...
Hey, Jerry, what are the odds if times get tough, you sell some of your movies? Not those movies.
What about
Yeah.
Basketball and
Can't do it.
Orgasmo?
Yeah, those are some good movies.
Huh? Huh?
What about what was that
Orgasmo
one?
I like, not
Cannibal the
Basketball.
Musical?
Cannibal the Musical.
Yeah, that's
Go
Kyle.
buy that.
It's a good
If you can
one.
find it. It's a rare.
You guys want to build a snowman or something?
You sounded a little like Will Ferrell doing that guy from Inside the Actors Studio when you said, "Go buy that."
Well,
You know how
we
he
just
does
watched
the-
it like 2 days ago.
The greatest
I might have channeled him.
performer of all time ever.
So good I can barely move.
And then he just stops like that.
Alright, I can't do that forever.
All right.
Scrumtrulescent.
Scrumtrulescent.
Oh, is it scrumtrul like with a T like trumpet?
Trunlescent.
Scumtrulescent? I thought it was
Scrumtrulescent.
like
Scrumtrulescent.
Is
I
this
thought it
an
was like
English?
scrumptious.
It's not even a real word!
Scrumtrulescent.
Kyle, please.
Right on.
Questions?
Deuce 14, which is kind of funny because Deuce means 2.
Well, I would wonder.
Deuce?
14 isn't the
Maybe it's
Saints
slang
player.
for a shit.
Isn't there a
214?
Saints player named like the Deuce is loose?
Oh, like
He's not
Deuce
with them
McAllister.
anymore.
The Deuce
He's
is
not with them
loose?
anymore.
Oh my god.
That was the sign or the what
Holy
saying
shit.
for Deuce McAllister and the New Orleans Saints.
You might want to get that checked.
Like loose stool.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit in this one. Deuce 14 wants to know, why do wrestlers always use the same moves?
It's a good question.
Jerry could probably answer that the best.
Well, we all
So
have
you can
our
go first, and then we'll just
move set.
throw in some random shenanigans.
Really,
I say because it's moves that you've perfected, so you don't have
Yeah.
to think about them. They're second nature. So
Yeah.
they look good.
if you're good at a particular move and you like it, you do it all
And
the
it's
time.
effective.
Plus, your
Okay.
your opponents that you wrestle with or the guys you work with learn your moves so they know what's coming and they can work with you. I don't know why I'm doing all this mannerisms.
I enjoyed them. That was
manner.
the best part of the
Terrorisms.
soliloquy. That's another good one.
Pretty much that's, and because like at IWC, Nick Shantazio and that crew of guys would all come and they'd shout out when they'd see our moves coming. They'd shout out, "Standing Bull!" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like in WWE when The Rock had his
fan was
moveset,
like
or
him.
Stone Cold have his moveset. The fans can anticipate what's coming, and it makes them enjoy the matches more.
You should put up like some matches where you can see Shantazio and his crew for most of the match, and then point out to the fans to watch that and act like that, and the wrestlers will hang out with you.
Because that's how Shantazio got to hang out with the wrestlers.
You should all act just
We
like
all,
he did.
after an IWC show, we all went to Shoney's or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Even fake
And they
enthusiasm.
had the guy that threw
is
the chair
appreciated.
after you did an RKO.
Yeah, they hated the RKO,
yeah, they
so we would always do one in the match, and they'd stand up and throw the chair down.
Yeah, that's Jay. I met him in Chicago when we went to the ROH show a few years ago.
These
He's a
guys
cool
are
guy.
funny.
I think he's one of my MySpace friends.
Yeah, he's a good dude. This question is from Jables, Jesse Black, JB.
Jables! He's
Uh,
right there, by the way.
Jesse wants to know how are wrestlers handling the rise of popularity of mixed martial arts, and do they plan to incorporate that and maybe merge the two into one sport? As far as people are more educated, when you watch a guy in an armbar now, and you see him no-selling it, you can literally turn on another channel at the same time you're watching and see a guy's arm popping out of its joint.
And the guy tapping immediately.
And the guy tapping immediately. They're smartened up now. They know those moves are supposed to hurt.
Exactly.
Are you changing your style?
I do a little bit.
Yeah,
Kicks
I
are
think-
knocking,
I think-
you know.
I think wrestling, is because of that, is becoming more stiff and more real, if you will.
And we actually use a lot of the shit that they use, like the cross arm breaker and stuff that really works in a real fight. We're starting to incorporate. Look at Samoa Joe. He's a perfect example of, he uses rear naked choke, which is always a finish, in a mixed martial arts fight. So yeah,
I mean, if you
Samoa Joe. That's the answer.
Yeah,
Do you think it would go farther than that?
probably not.
I hope not.
I mean, UWFI
I think it's
in
going to
Japan.
eventually phase out pro wrestling altogether.
You really think altogether?
I kind of hope so, yeah.
Dude, the numbers at wrestling is... I mean, WrestleMania is going to sell out this year.
I sound
Yeah.
like a
Okay,
dumbass.
all
You
right.
just want to be a prick.
I mean, they're going to
You love
pump
being a
millions
prick.
and millions
I
of
hope
dollars into
wrestling
Houston.
ends for all you wrestling fans.
He
out
hates
there.
wrestling. That's
'Cause-
why he keeps wrestling.
I mean, as much as people say, WWF sucks now, or WWE sucks now, it's not as good. It's like they're making tons of money.
And they always will.
And they always... UFC
As long as
is
Vince
maybe
is
doing more pay-per-view money, but as far as like merchandise and stuff like that,
I don't even think that would be a correct statement, do you? That UFC
What?
does more pay-per-view money? I'm sure there's numbers somewhere you can go.
with the exception of WrestleMania and a boxing fight, UFC had like the top pay-per-views of the year last year with Brock Lesnar and Randy Couture.
With
at
the
time.
WWE guy.
Right.
Go figure.
But
God
yeah,
damn it.
As soon
WrestleMania.
as those guys get stale,
I just want to throw in that I hope Frank Mir destroys Brock Lesnar. And everybody in this room, except for me, thinks he's going to lose. But I think Frank Mir is going to
No,
lose.
Bobby
Jesse-
Lashley
Oh, Jesse.
come to town?
Jesse's with me.
Jesse's calling Mir.
Is he?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Didn't
Also, Mir's very handsome.
didn't they have some fights in here that Bobby Lashley was in town or something?
No, that's next
I
month.
heard something
That's in about
about
3
that.
weeks.
March
March 21st.
March 21st?
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley is fighting in Pensacola in an MMA.
For those watching
for
at
real
home,
fight.
today is the 26th of February. I should have said that. at the
26th of February today.
beginning. But I mean, look at the...
Cruze's birthday was a few days ago.
Oh,
happy
happy
birthday,
birthday.
Cruze.
You look at how it was, kind of comic booky a few
24th,
years ago.
23rd.
It got the Attitude Era, then it kind of switched over.
24th, wasn't it?
23rd.
Just let them battle amongst themselves. Just talk over
We're
it.
trying to be quiet.
What's the biggest move on, like, the most debilitating move right now on TV? I would say is Randy Orton's
Arm
The
drag.
kick to the face.
very simple kick.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God, when he did it to McMahon, that was
Took it like a
so...
But it's so simple. There's nothing flashy about that. And to me, that's kind of going.
That's the stuff they can, in wrestling, they can show in slow motion. It's like, holy
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
you really
But-
kicked them in the face.
But it's when you
Like the
can
Big
when
Show
you can
Mirror
turn on
deal.
yeah when you can turn on Spike TV and see that every fight. Do you agree or disagree that there's an influence?
Oh,
I think
there's
there's
definitely an
influence,
influence.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. For years there's been ever since Ankle Lock, Ken Shamrock. there's
How
been an
far